In 2018, the topic of immigrants and illegal immigration has come up more and more in politics and the general public. Everyone except for Native Americans came to America as immigrants. Many were from European countries, and people today do not fully comprehend that even though they came from European countries, they are still considered immigrants. Many Americans have negative feelings towards immigration, as they believe that those coming from other countries should do so legally as their ancestors did many years ago. Those who say this might not know that immigration back when our grandparents' parents were coming to America was as easy as walking into the country with money in your pocket, walking without a limp, and taking a small and relatively simplistic IQ test. But today, an immigrant trying to come into America legally could be waiting months or most likely years for their citizenship to actually pass. Therefore, immigration in 2018 has become the hardest that it has ever been and leaves many to come illegally in order to have a home. Americans fear illegal immigrants coming into America for many other reasons. After the horrifying events of 9/11 occurred, Americans all over the nation have been wary and hesitant about allowing immigrants into the country. It doesn't help that America is being led by a president that heightens the fear already brewed within his people. America's current president has actually referred to those entering the country illegally as people running from shithole countries. Through degrading immigrants in his speeches, Trump makes those who somehow support him get riled up and angry. Trump has publicly talked about immigrants as criminals and people that we should just be afraid of.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. Without borders, we do not have a country, folks. I'm going to cut off federal funding to sanctuary cities. We will restore the civil rights of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and all Americans by ending illegal immigration. And yes, we will build the wall. We will deport all criminal illegal immigrants. You have a lot of people that are walking around. Suspend the Syrian refugee program and keep radical Islamic terrorists the hell out of our country. Extreme vetting. Extreme. Oh, it's going to be extreme.
With these kind of outrageous claims, it can lead many people to question something. Trump makes the idea of immigrants seem like something the average American should fear and get rid of, when in fact we should not. He even separated immigrant families as they were trying to cross the border into America.
Now, this week, Trump has been threatening immigration actions ranging from sending 15,000 troops to the border to ending birthright citizenship. And look, it is hard to know what the president will or even can do going forward. So tonight, instead of focusing on hypotheticals, I thought it might be useful to look backwards at something he absolutely did do concerning immigrants: family separation. It was part of his zero-tolerance policy, where parents crossing the border were locked up, prosecuted, and had their children taken away.
Trump says that illegal immigrants are made up of mostly criminals. He forgets that in most of the crimes that took place in America in 2018, they were made by white Americans who have lived in this country their entire lives. This statistic is proven from the Statista.com website. This graph shows that 59 mass shootings that occurred in the United States as of June 2018 were done by white people. As for the amount of mass shootings made by any other race, the combined amount seems to come out to only 45. Trump has also mentioned that he thinks that illegal immigrants will take good American jobs and opportunities away.
You will not get any of those votes no matter what you do, no matter how nice you are, no matter how soft you are, no matter how many times you say, rip down the fence and let everybody in. You're not going to get the votes. So with immigration, you better be smart and you better be tough, and they're taking your jobs, and you better be careful.
What Trump says is incorrect. Immigrants tend to apply and be hired for jobs that many American men and women turn away due to hours, labor, or pay. As said by Brookings Senior Fellow Vanda Fella Brown, the impact of immigrant labor on the wages of native-born workers is low. However, undocumented workers often work the unpleasant, back-breaking jobs that native-born workers are not willing to do. Illegal immigrants are not stealing jobs that every American is fighting for, but rather accepting positions that have been ignored or turned down by everyone else. So, to recap, immigrating into America legally is not even half as easy as it once was back when our ancestors did it. Due to the fear brought to Americans about immigrants, so many have come here illegally in order to try and live happily. Illegal immigrants that need to come into America are not going to be a threat to America's national security, but rather are just trying to find a safe place to begin their lives with their families. Illegal immigrants are also not trying to take away jobs from Americans, but instead are taking opportunities and jobs offered to them that others have denied or ignored. Illegal immigrants are just people trying to live their lives, but the politics and hatred of America is preventing them from this.
For 2 decades, Sylvia lived what appeared to be a normal American life. She got a job at a hotel and had 3 children. But her past caught up with her when a colleague reported her to the authorities.
The only thing I said to the police was that everything we have, we've got through our own hard work. We've never done anything wrong.
An estimated 11 million people live in the US illegally, at constant risk of deportation, even while large parts of the economy depend on their low-paid labor.
Illegal immigrants are not something to fear or get rid of in America. Instead, Americans should work together to keep these people and their families safe. In order to do this, we just need to keep voting and keeping the democracy in America going. We should fear a leader who is okay with the ruining of innocents' lives more than we should fear immigrants.